Hello students, welcome back to the video tutorial series for information practices. In last video, we installed Java software and Netbeans on our machine. In this video, we will create our first Java program using Netbeans. To start with, we will also write few programs that you may not find in your syllabus book, but nothing to worry about that. Our motive is to make Java coding with Netbeans easy for you. Now let's start the Netbeans on machine from the Windows menu. First, you can see this start page that will show you the list of recent projects you have worked upon. Let's close this and you can find Project, Files and Services tab. Projects tab contain the logical structure of the project, like how it is arranged in Java program. The Files tab will contain that how your project is stored physically on the machine. So here you can find that I have an app which contains a folder NB project, source and certain XML files. But if you go to the projects tab, you may not find such files because you are seeing the logical structure, like how a program is created inside Java. If I come to the services tab, I may find certain more services like database, web service, servers, Maven repository, which are not the part of your syllabus right now. So we will not focus more on this. Let's create the first Java app in our series. So we'll go for the file menu, click on this new project. You will find categories and projects tab. In the categories, select Java, and in the projects, select Java application. Click on next. It will ask you to get a project name. So we'll create a project name over here. I'll write my first Java app. So here you can see I have written the name my first Java app. So your project will be stored in a folder named my first Java app. So there is a project location. This may be something like C drive, documents and settings, users, and some folder, right? My documents. So you need not change this thing. We'll select it default for right now. I'll click on finish and we'll complete our project creation. If you can find a project loaded here in the projects tab with the name my first Java app, that means you are successful to create your first application, but yet it is to be coded and executed. So if I just expand this source package and libraries, I may not find any code inside source package. So what we'll do, we'll write up a new class. So right click on your project, click on new and select Java class. This will ask you a class name. So let's put it as greeting class and we will finish. So you can see a blank class. Now class is a domain which can define what kind of object it is. We will discuss more about the class in detail, but our motive is to write a small program and see some output in today's session. So here we have this greeting class. Now to run my program, I'll always need a main method. So we will create the main method here, public static void main. Now, in case if you're not very much aware about this Java greeting and main, so not to worry, we will soon understand what exactly this main method is. For now, you can understand that if I want to run a class, I need a main method. So we have taken this main method and this is the syntax. So if you are going to write anything else than your main or a string or arguments, it won't work. So to run a program, you need a main, and main is always public static void main. So let's print some message here, system.out.print. So this means that I'm going to print some message on the screen. So here we'll print hello world. To understand this, system is a namespace which is interacting with your system. So out is the output stream which will be interacting with your screen, the output window, that is your VDU, the visual display unit. And print line means to print the output in a line and end the line. So when I'm going to run this program, it will print me hello world. So let's run it once. We'll go and right click on the project and we'll click on the run menu. So here you see it is not giving us any main class. So we are missing something. So let's run this greeting.java, and you can see the output is hello world. Now, if I would have changed this public class greeting to a main class, right? So this is a public class, and if it is named something different than your file name, it would give you an error. So always your classes with the public identifier, they should be kept inside the file name saved with the class name. So that means if I have a public class main class, it should be saved inside the file name main class. So I'll change the name of this file, or I can refactor. So I'll click on this refactor and rename. So here it is suggesting me the new name, that is main class. I'll click on refactor. So here you can see we have a main class and a main method. Now, if I keep a class name as main class, it doesn't become the main class, right? It will only become the main class if it contains the main method. Now, if I try to run this application again, so you can see it is getting the main class, and I'll click on OK. Now again the output will be hello world, right? Now moving ahead, if I try to print some more message over here like system.out.println, I'll welcome you to my Java class. So I'll say welcome to Java Netbeans class. So let's save this. Now we have printed over here hello world and welcome to Java Netbeans class. Will it come in the same line or the separate lines? Since I have used println method, so that means after printing my output, it should end the line. So let's execute it and see the output. So you'll always see your output in the output tab. So here you can see hello world and welcome to Java Netbeans class. So this was the very first program where we have created a class and a main method displayed some output. You can follow the same approach to create your first Java program. So in case if you find any doubts, you can write me back. Thanks.